Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Refuge from Narcissism, and this refugee video is a sponsored video sponsored by Vincent for Jen, and here's Jen's story. Ollie, I'm sending you an update from my last video recording titled Stop Giving the Narcissist the Keys to Your Boundaries. Please thank the sponsor for sponsoring this video. I really appreciate being able to write in when things are financially tight. The pics of the cards are at the bottom. I went no contact with my parents after my phone conversation with my mom, where she insulted my husband, saying they, my parents, saw red flags that she's worried my husband, who I make more money than, is taking advantage of me. She was careful enough to say she's worried about it, instead of saying outrightly that's what he's doing. I mailed them a letter with 3 bullet points. I restated my boundary that talking about my job, work, benefits, etc. was off the table of discussion, not that they'll listen. I stated that they didn't know my husband like I did, and that they haven't put in a very good effort to change that. I stated that they continue to hurt me and I'm done with it. And lastly, that I was taking a break from them and not to contact me. That if they did, I would not be responding. And that's just a challenge. See, to your mother, you're just laying down, and your parents, you're just laying down a challenge. Oh, really? Watch. Watch us fake the concern. Watch us accidentally reach out, be in a place where we always know you are, and just, bump in. They got a million tactics. But when you tell them, don't contact me, they just take it as a challenge. It's just easier to ghost. I have a severe fear of checking the mail. It's an irrational fear, but it's from spending 14 years with my ex-narc who overspent our money no matter what, no matter if the rent was due or bills were due or our power was about to be shut off. We were constantly getting those small envelopes with the tear-off ends from the bank that were overdraft notices. We probably got at least one once a week for years. My life was constantly spent living in a simmering anxiety of this, along with his unpredictable rage blow-ups. I'm still working on immersion therapy to get over this fear with the mail. It's a slow process. Anyway, back to the story. So I mailed my letter on August 18th and checked our mail next on September 20th. Wow, you didn't check the mail for a month. There were 2 greeting cards in the mailbox with the junk, one from my mom addressed to me and one from my father addressed to my husband. Please feel free to read the messages. We'd love to hear your feedback. We have our own opinions regarding these I'm sorry cards, but we'll hold it till the end. I told you they'd reach out. I told you they'd just see it as a challenge. Regarding my mom's card, I just saw a meme the other day and it was titled, "These are not real apologies." The one on that list that stood out to me was the "I love you." My mom didn't apologize to me. Let me read. Let's read the cards. Hold on. Let's read the cards. All right, where are we? It's an "I'm sorry" card with a dog on it. Just me saying hi is another card. Just because I love you on the inside. I love you, Mom. Please forgive me on the inside of the second card. There's something written. I think this is what we're looking for. what is written. Hey, you were correct in pointing out my not following my agreement with Jennifer, and I apologize that I inserted myself into your business. I also recognize that I've also insulted you by my going there, regardless of my motives. I hope you can forgive my lecture, in quotes again, that I have no right to give. Do feel free to remind me to butt out if I get close to those topics again. Oh. I guess that was to your husband. You were correct in pointing out not following my agreement with Jennifer and I. And with Jennifer and I apologize. Okay. So this is to your husband then. So that's what your father wrote to your husband. Okay. Why is everything like he did, like in quote, like when I'm not going there is in quotes, lecture is in quotes, butt out is in quotes. Oh, no. Yeah, that's not really an apology. Is that, yeah, is that all of them? Oh, your mother, I see, your mother gave you the just because I love you, mom. That's it. So that's not even an apology. So those issues are simmering. I got you. Regarding my mom's card, I just saw a meme the other day that was titled, "These are not real apologies." The one on that list that stood out to me was, "I love you." My mom didn't apologize to me with what she did and she just said, "I love you." Now, my father cracks me up. It was my boundary that he crossed on my birthday weekend. My husband spoke up for me after my dad's weird condescending lecture speech the following morning, pointing out what he did. But my dad sends him this pathetic excuse for an apology, and I'm completely ignored. Right, he stepped on you, and yet he's apologizing to him for stepping on you. It's almost like what's going on. I see. So it's almost like, that's right, because now I remember what happened in the first video. It was your birthday, start lecturing you about money, and after you told him not to, and then he apologizes to him over that. See what your father's trying to do, and that's what he's pointing out: the going there, the lecture, the butt out. Those are your words, Jen. And what he's trying to do is, by quoting those words in his apology to your husband, is he's trying to recruit your husband to their side. They're trying to Hoover in your husband. That is exactly what's going on. That's exactly, because those are what he's doing by putting those quotes in there. He's attributing those terms to you. He's putting special emphasis on those terms because those were the terms you set on him. And that's why those are in quotes. He's trying to almost say, hey, we could team up on Jen again together, all three of us, and then we'll really have her under control. You, Jen, don't get an apology, but I'll give one to your husband, and it'll be a shit apology, but you'll see it in your heart will soar because I apologized, and you'll come crawling back and make amends. Or you'll see my apology to your husband and feel worthless because I didn't pay you and your feelings any minds. Thoughts? He's trying to recruit your husband is what he's doing. He's trying to recruit your husband by saying, you're crazy. That's what he's doing. Listen, and your parents are boomers again. Okay, the boomer army is never big enough. It's never big enough. And once you stand up to them as a unit, as a team, priority number one is to divide and conquer at that point, is to separate you out. You gotta just because, not an I'm sorry, I love you just because. He got more of a detailed apology with those buzzwords quoted, the words that were the deal breakers of the boundaries you set. So now he's trying to recruit the people that are on your side out of your own army. Ollie, no contact with my parents is the weirdest, scariest, most painful thing I've ever done in my life. But it's also the most freeing, peaceful, joyful experience as well. It's not easy. And it is a double-edged sword. I'm not caring about what they are thinking. I'm not anxious about what their opinions are regarding my life. What they'll say to others, and I don't have to worry about another phone conversation that I have to record because of the random, confusing, shitty things they throw at me, the undermining questions and backhanded comments, compliments that leave me reeling for days on end, resulting in me questioning myself. It's absolutely amazing, which is exactly why they're trying to get your husband on their side. They are trying to get your husband to turn on you. My illustrating, painting, and writing have picked up exponentially, and I'm working on my first children's book. My drafting table and creative art space is now a place I go to in order to happily create, instead of staring at it day in, day out, getting more and more pissed at myself for not producing or creating something. Their comment from my birthday weekend was so strange and messed up, wanting us to know they are concerned we aren't attending church. We have many personal reasons why we aren't attending church. Yes, there are good people who go to church, but we have encountered countless abusive and toxic people hiding in the church. We are completely happy with doing our own devotions and reading the Bible together at home. Thank you very much. And that's what I would suggest to anybody who feels themselves spiritual or religious. Okay, because you're not getting religion in these churches. You're getting your money stolen, and you're getting toxic behavior, and your lives controlled. That's what you're getting. Another nest of narcissism. I'm done trying to live my life the way they want me to in order to get the blessing from them. It's emotional blackmail, holding out their approval like a carrot on a stick, wanting us to jump through their hoops in order to get it. The funny thing is, I know that if I tried, it still wouldn't be good enough, and it never will be. You're never going to get that carrot, but they're going to make you jump for it, and the pleasure they get from it. I'm preparing myself for the fallout with my brothers, the phone calls of, you need to talk to mom and dad. They're your parents, or, okay, you've had your tantrum, now get over it, buck up and call them. I'm preparing myself, and the second you get those calls, those should be the last time you speak to them. Nope. I'm not even entertaining it. Thanks for all you do, Ollie. I've been binge watching your earlier videos with my parents in mind. They all seem to have at least one point that's beneficial to my healing and radical acceptance regarding who my parents really are. Thank you again for reading my story and the cards. I hope it helps someone. And I just want to give a shout out to all the people going through this who have written in here. Thank you for your contribution in our collective and individual healing. Your stories matter, and you all are helping others. For those of you who are hesitant about writing in, just do it. It feels wonderful to have your story read out loud, to get validation and guidance from Ollie, and helping others through their struggles by sharing it. It's incredibly healing. Thanks again, Ollie. I'm so glad that you and your channel exist. Truly, sincerely, Jen. Well, thank you, Jen. but understand what your parents are doing. When you tell them you're going just go. Not that you're not going to get a card or anyway, because understand, they always know why you've got no contact. They know why you're ghosting them. They just want to hear something out of your mouth so they have something to work on to get you back. They need something concrete out of your mouth. Okay, so I violated what you said. Okay, so what's the best way to get what I want? Oh, I know. I'll apologize to Jen's husband using Jen's terminology in quotes, making it like, we know this is coming from Jen. Okay, and the three of us can work together to deal with her. That's what they would truly love. Okay? Understand, their army is never big enough, and they will hoover in your spouse every time. That's what my baby boomer parents did to me. That's what they did to me. So I hope that helps. Thank you so much for your story. Thank you, Jen. Thank you to Vincent for sponsoring. I really appreciate it. And thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like me to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you guys. Without you, all of this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the PayPal or Zelle, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Refuge from Narcissism. Take care.